Good afternoon. Today is 4th of July, so you have a nice American day, and we had the Canada Day 3 days ago. Today I would like to talk about things that are bothering me. Leszek can't ask me those questions, and I have my own questions that I would like to know the answers. First thing, it will be about Mr. Putin, Vladimir Putin. I have to admit, I feel like I'm like alcoholic who is looking for a bottle. I'm all the time searching different channels and checking what I can learn. My big dog wants to come here probably. So I saw 2 times picture of Putin yesterday, and I had the feeling this guy is not feeling well. Something is wrong with him. I forgot about that. Today when I was searching YouTube, again I saw the picture and the same feelings. He is not healthy. There is something, call me woman's intuition, but there is something that he's fighting with some pains. And for Russians, he is a big hero. Most women find him extremely, in Russia, most women find him extremely attractive. And I have to explain why. He's not a drinker, to the point that anyone has seen him drunk. He is not a smoker, and he is a strong man. And we have to admit, he's very smart and cool. For his own country, he is a leader that they are not feeling ashamed of. So I would like to know what's going on with Putin's health. I'm from Poland. We have different feelings towards Putin, and he has probably different feelings towards Poland. But so don't take me wrong when I'm saying that he has those attitudes. Okay, so about health of Vladimir Putin. King of Love. And to me, not King of Love, Knight of Love. Double meaning. I'm always saying to people it's a double meaning. It's a doctor. Something is not completely right. Some chances that he was taking, maybe not that good. Wheel of Fortune. Magician. Magician is the best card for people who don't take drugs or alcohol. To me. I have my own interpretations of cards. It's not that those cards are the same way for everyone, but I learned for so many years I was doing readings for free in my store. I have an antique store. So I was letting people, when they will buy something, I have sign. If you spend over $100, you can expect free reading. You can ask for free reading, because some people don't want that. So I was practicing for a long time until I knew. And I learned, if someone is taking drugs or alcohol, that's enemy. And I said that Putin is not taking alcohol. But maybe he's taking some steroids, and maybe they are destroying his health. We will never probably learn too openly, but he needs a doctor consultations. Okay. Another question will be about Rosenstein. Rosenstein. When he had that interview with Senate, for a moment he had that smile on his face. And I was wondering, oh, you bugger, you know something and you don't want... Because when Republican Representative Jordan was grilling him to the pain. Oh, he was really nasty to him. I thought, why is he smiling? What is that behind his? He acts more like a comedian. He put him down, actually. He told him you can't subpoena telephones. And I thought, oh, so what he has on... And today, or yesterday, it came up that Jordan has he is in the shady water about his past because he was closing his eyes on sexual harassments. He was trainer and he was not helping his boys to be abused by the doctor, who now will face a lot of charges. So, about Rosenthal, what he knew, and if it was that what he knew, or why he was smiling. What was the secret behind that Mona Lisa smile? Oops. What is the world? Hard work. Oh, he can't say it yet, but he knows so much. He will have to keep his secret hidden for a while, but they are working so hard to impress the whole world. I think Mueller is working so hard. Rosenstein is protecting him. So that will be his secret. He is smiling. He has a lot of knowledge, but he is keeping his secrets to himself right now. He's on a crossroads, kind of not telling everyone because it's better for him to keep that to himself. And we will see probably in the near future what the Miller, the hardworking, absolutely workaholic, is going to tell us about Jordan, the representative who is extremely mouthy. I have to cleanse the cards again. Actually, I will put the old cards too, because sometimes they like to come back, as we have seen in the previous videos. I like to be asked questions, but I believe in my cards as well, so we will see what the cards are saying about Jordan. I think his name is Jeff Jordan. He has such a bad energy. Whenever I'm hearing him, I feel like, whoa, not a guy that I would like to be around. So what are the secrets of Jordan that will come back to haunt him? He was not doing the full job. He could do better. Trust issue, the boys, big change for him. The death card is not always the worst card. It's not always about death, but it's always for change. One paragraph of his life is closing, another will open. People don't trust him because he is not trustworthy. Oops. Seven of Swords. It's a trouble for him. He is hiding something and he will be trying to say that he didn't knew about that. And he was not doing a good job because those guys were coming to him. They were treating him like a big brother, and he was not respectful to them because he was afraid about his position. And now he is cooperating so much with Nunes to destroy the reputation of Mueller. and he wants to get rid of Rosenstein. So maybe the karma is going to kick his behind. And now who will ask? Okay, Betty Devois. She is puzzling for me. She is Secretary of Education. She's 60 years old, extremely wealthy because her husband has the medical companies and her father-in-law is Amway co-owner or owner. So, and her family was very wealthy too. Her brother is Eric Prince, very wealthy and really shoddy persona, and he was on the islands of Shell Islands negotiating something with Russia related to Trump being elected. So I wonder why someone so wealthy who can spend $200 million for Republican Party will take the job that doesn't give her any pleasure. You have to admit, she knows she's hated. She knows that she's not doing a good job. She must hate that job. When we know that we are not doing something right, we don't want to do it. No matter how much they are paying her, if she's even taking that money. So my question is, she can't do this for fame because she's getting bad reputation, bad fame. She can't do this for love. Maybe she has the love for her brother, and that's the reason she wants to be close to Trump. Her husband, I think, has some connection with Russia's banks too, but we don't know anything about this. That's my intuition. So we will learn that probably in the future. But I wonder, what is her reason to be Secretary of Education? Students hate her. She wants, honestly, on a logical mind, it's really hard to explain it. For someone who is so important, so much about herself, she takes a very good care of herself, and she knows that everyone is putting her down. Okay, 3 cards for Betty Devois. Choices. Angel of Justice. What she will put, she will receive. And goals. Well, I couldn't figure out that one. It looks like she had a good goals. Maybe she wanted to help those kids, as she was claiming. She was putting some money in the school educations. 2 more cards. I have to know more. For her brother, King of Wands, and to celebrate his success. Okay, that's the secret. We don't know, we didn't know the goals are related to her brother. Her baby brother is pushing her to be close to Trump, probably. Angel of Justice. In this situation, Angel of Justice he wants a power. He wants to be close to Trump, and he wants to have easy access to communicate himself without being traceable. So she's taking messages from Eric Prince to Trump, or maybe from her husband as well. That's another explanation. Now that's more logical to me probably than any other one. And how about King of Scandals, Scott Pruitt? Isn't he a disgusting creature? 14 cases of abuse of power. And he's still sitting on his position, hoping environment to be destroyed. That young teacher, told him the truth. Brave woman. There was a young girl with a child on her hand for the ones who are living on the Australia or South Africa and they don't know everything. And I have a lot of people even from China that I'm doing Skype reading, so I know that they are watching my program. And a young teacher approached Pruitt in the restaurant and she told him, my child wants a fresh air, my child wants a good water and the climate. Better quit that job. Yes, everyone thinks the same way. We all think that he should quit the job because he is not doing anything right. So why he is doing the job and would he be kicked out? Maybe Trump shouldn't use the crooked Hillary anymore. He has Pruitt, crooked Pruitt. So, about Scott Pruitt. What is his future? He built a phone booth, soundproof for $45,000. He flew from Morocco to Paris and he was late, so that cost a lot of money. Rented apartment below the value because some of his lobbyists. He was riding on a signal. He wants to have a privilege to ride on a signal when he's going to the restaurant through the city. He wants to have the security. Name it, and he was doing. He didn't pay staffers for accommodation that his family used. So on the inauguration day, he invited some of his family, and then he asked staffers to pay $600 because he thought that that's fair. $400 meal in Paris, $100,000 for the plane, monthly payment for the plane. Yeah, he's abusing power, and on top of that, he wants to advise Trump to kick out the Jeff Sessions so he can take Jeff Sessions' position. So now I would like to know what is his future. And his wife is interior designer, and he was asking his staff to look for $200,000 job for her. So Scott Pruitt, what is his future? Angel of Justice. Okay. He will be taken care of. He will be kicked out. Eventually he has to leave the comfy seat. Queen of Love. There will be more scandals. Maybe that's the last one who was with his wife. No. 2 things. Something with the family. This one I have no clue, but it looks like Queen of Love, his wife, Queen of Love, and something around family. But he will be kicked out, so it's not enough scandals. They have to look for more. Maybe. Okay. Who next? Okay. Another thing is prosecutor who was overlooking the Michael Cohen inquiry. Yesterday she leaves the position, and she was from Southern District of New York, The second lawyer who was in that position, if I remember correctly, is this quitting. Apparently she's going to the private zone and she quit this yesterday. So she doesn't want to work. It's someone who was helping, probably will be helping probably Mueller in the future, but she's quitting. Why? And she was a very good prosecutor for many years. She was working. I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. It was a lady. Apparently she was very honest, very good. So why is she quitting? She wants to celebrate life, probably fulfilling her dreams and not walking on the eggshells. It was probably very hard for her to deal with that stress that she's working against Trump. Because Mike Cohen now is going to something is falling down. Yeah. Another symbol for dreams. Yeah, who is... Some man will have to come, a woman even may come that Mueller will be leaning on. I bet it will be another woman. Usually that card is related to another card and it's a woman that this guy is leaning on. Okay, I have something that I wrote because I might not be able to sell you this information correctly. So Scott Schools was career official working for, he was apparently the most important person in DC. He was working for the Justice Department as a regular. So he was not nominated. Position was gradually given to him because he had to be groomed for that position. So nice breed of people who were working for Justice Department. And he was one in the Justice Department who was briefed regularly by Mueller people about what's going on with the Mueller situation. Rod Rosenstein, when he was going for meeting with Congress, he will go to him, to Scott Schools, and he will ask him for advices, what he can say, what he can't say. He will be advertising, he will be giving advices related to Rosenstein, who Rosenstein will appoint to be the person who will be running the investigation against Russia. So he was the one who agreed that Mueller will be a good person. He had really important role, and he was holding all the documents under his supervision. And he quit yesterday. He said, not yesterday. He is leaving on Friday. 3 days or 2 days. So why? Someone, the person who was working before him was working for 20 years, and he was 2 years in the job, and he couldn't be under the pressure that Trump is pushing Department of Justice and pushing and putting them down. Yeah. Trump, with his bully nature, is doing so much. In 1 week, 1 day, 2 people were quitting job, and it's like earthquake after earthquake. I learned about this yesterday evening from Rachel Meadow. Her video was informing about this. So, okay, so I will ask about Scott's schools. Yes, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, a lot of stress. The family. And probably he was coming home. Two cards wants to come together. The hero path will be okay. So the family, he wants probably to have better life with his family. He has enough. The stress is too much for him. Work, helping Mueller. That's a Mueller under that. That's he thinks that Trump's people wants to control him. They want to put the blinds on Mueller and they want to control him. He could quit. Mueller can't quit. One more card, because usually I go for 3 or for 5. Yeah, a lot of choices. He was making good choices, really good choices. And that was upsetting Trump. So we will see how that will be. Would Trump get his way now when he will be choosing the next person? Because it's not very easy place. You know, I never even heard about that position because usually it was going so smooth. You think everyone is... Yeah, well, when you don't know the names, you don't even think about them. Okay. So, would the next person work for Trump or work for Justice? So, for Trump, 3 cards for Trump. Good choices. The same card. Playing boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend with Trump, kind of, and working hard. Whoa. Against Miller. Yeah. Starting, very happy to start the job. Dysfunctional family. And the sun will be shining on him. I think he will try it. I don't see this to be a good person in that office. I'm worried that the person who will be now working for replacing Scott Schools will be not as honest as Scott Schools was. He will be more unprepared for the job because the Fool is beginning, so he will be trying to and with dysfunctional family, the sun will shine on him. But he is not going to do the best job because he will be doing good choices for Trump, working hard and playing boyfriend-girlfriend. Hopefully he will know what he is doing, okay? Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for orders for Skype videos, Skype readings or telephone readings. I'm looking forward for that. Take care of yourself. Have a happy 4th of July. And see you probably Saturday. Leszek will come and do our regular video with my eyes, my pictures that will be coming. It's much easier because I don't rely on myself. I'm just saying what the vision is, the picture is showing me. So much less preparations for me. I don't have to study as hard the news. Enjoy yourself and see you. Bye-bye.